Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Friday the 18th of March 2022. So viewers, it's been a lovely day in Trinidad and Tobago, even though we had a lot of incidents in our beautiful country. It is paradise. You know, old people used to say long ago, Trinidad and Tobago, it's a paradise. We are populated with 1.4 million people. We are the little Dubai in the Caribbean. But today we wonder if we really are the little Dubai of the Caribbean, as people say. With all these incidents, all these catastrophes that have been happening in Trinidad, we still wonder if we are a land of the paradise, or are we the little Dubai in the Caribbean? Have we shifted from all these nice, beautiful names that people used to say? Or are we just a country where people is grasping to survive before we become like Ethiopia or Africa or even in the deserts in Dubai? So this is what we are asking ourselves tonight. Where are we heading? What is our dream? What is our goal for the citizens, for a brighter future? We are in 2022. A couple of months back was 2021, where we were making resolutions. What are we going to do in 2022? But many of us are still unemployed. Millions of dollars are spending. Governments are making millions, tax revenues. But yet, where are the money going? Are we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, actually seeing it? Is there growth in Trinidad? In 2018, our finance minister said, Madam Speaker, we are in a boom. Oil is booming. The economy is turning around. Remember when he said that in 2018? We are in 2022. 2020, Petrotrin shut down. The oil refinery shut down. We stopped getting US as a businessman. We have to line up. We are on our list, $20 per week, $100 per month US. But yet our Minister of Finance back in 2018 said, Madam Speaker, the economy is turning around. I really want to believe that the economy turned around for the worse. For the worse. Gas price raised, he raised it once, he raised it twice, he raised it third time, and he hopes that nobody riots. In present day, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, they are contemplating, they are thinking, they are wondering on if to remove the subsidy on gas. So I would say when Colin Members said back in 2018 that the economy is shifting, it is turning around, I feel he was saying that we are going on for the worst in the coming years. 238-6716 viewers is our number to call in. Remember, we are live on Synergy Network from 7 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. We are streaming live on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We are on YouTube, TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. Viewers, we also have a rerun the following day. I have my show tonight live. The next day there's a rerun from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. If you can't see during the day, you're busy, you're on the go, you can view us live on Facebook, or you could check us out the next day on Synergy Network. So today, viewers, I was talking to the general manager of Synergy, and he had said, you will be surprised. I said, tell me. He said, you still maintain the third best news forecast for 2 years. For the last 2 years, we have maintained that third position, and we are growing. The numbers are growing. So my friends, my fellow viewers in Trinidad, in Tobago, of the Caribbean, around the world, those of you who are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Synergy Network, here what to do. Go on our Facebook page, like it, share it. Go on our YouTube channel, TT Real Talk. Subscribe and share. I really want to reach the second best news forecast, you know. But hopefully, when the credit union start, maybe things would extend with Real Talk. You never know. You never know, viewers. That is why I always tell you, feel free to call in. Voice your concerns. Voice your situation about what is taking place in your community, the guns, the drugs, the health, the police, the fire, the Coast Guard, your day-to-day life experience. Call in. Let this be the #1 current affairs program on which we are. Continue to grow. And with you calling in and you sharing us, you're telling people about Real Talk with Saieed Ali, eventually one day we will become the best news forecast in Trinidad. You never know, miracles do happen. So viewers, as we start off our program tonight, the new Attorney General, Reginald Amo SC, has assured that his appointment as a member of the cabinet is in full compliance with the Constitution. Following the announcement of his selection on Wednesday, questions were raised in some sectors about whether he holds dual citizenship with Dominica and is therefore not able to hold the post. One constitutional expert explained that because the Attorney General does not hold a Dominican passport, this satisfies the part of the clause that deals with the declaration of the allegiance to another country. In a surprise reshuffle of his cabinet on Wednesday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley moved former AG Faris Al-Rawi to the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development and appointed Amo as his successor. Amo is a former Law Association president from 2015 to 2017. Served as a Court of Appeal judge of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court and as a High Court judge here in TNT. So he has been well known in the fraternities of law coming to Trinidad and Tobago. That was just an update, viewers. We wanted you to understand the position that he holds in Trinidad and Tobago, and whatever it is there is to clarify. One constitutional expert has clarified that. So he is the new Attorney General for Trinidad and Tobago. So viewers, today we are celebrating, not today, but tomorrow will be the 19th of March 2022. And Real Talk with Saieed Ali will be celebrating 4 years on Synergy Network, solid as a rock. 4 years. Now, if today was the 19th, it would have been 4 years today. But tomorrow there's no live show. So I am celebrating 4 years on Synergy Network. We hold the 3rd best news forecast in Trinidad and Tobago. Presently, we are the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. So viewers, Real Talk with Saieed Ali have grown over the years. But you know,
good night. Welcome to Real Talk.
I have a little video to show. Oh, this is when I started off back in Synergy. We have audio? Audio off. Listen to this audio, viewers.
What he have done. What do you think about this, ladies and gentlemen? Minister Darrell Smith have shifted from the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. Ladies and gentlemen, taking up his portfolio.
This is where I started off in Synergy building, on Synergy platform. You know, I used to leave South, go up to Synergy studio every single day to put my stuff together and to start our program in Synergy. 4 years are back. That was me. For those of you who haven't seen me or didn't know me back then, I had ties with ministers outside of Trinidad and Tobago, with diplomats outside Trinidad and Tobago. So we have grown, Real Talk have grown from strength to strength. We have grown from viewership to viewership, local and regional. You know, I'm celebrating 4 years with my staff tonight. And God continued to bless me. So I have Real Talk Security and Intelligence Unit. I have Real Talk Real Estate. We have Real Talk Group of Companies. We have Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We have Real Talk Financing and Investment Company. And not long from now, viewers, we will be holding the title of Real Talk Credit Union. So Real Talk have expanded over the years. Over the years, Real Talk have grown. And let me tell you something. To come out from nowhere and to hold for 2 years, 2 consecutive years, the 3rd best news forecast in Trinidad and Tobago, which means there is progress. The Media Association of Trinidad and Tobago have recognized Real Talk. The telecommunication service in Trinidad and Tobago have recognized Real Talk. So it's not that we started off in a corner and we remain in that corner with no progress. No, we have grown. Look how far. Look how far Real Talk has come. 4 years into the future. Today I'm a licensed money lender. We have Real Talk Financial and Investment Company, which is giving you 3.5% on a fixed deposit system that is set up in our company for 3 years. Very soon we're going to have Real Talk Credit Union, not only in Trinidad, but I have plans. I have other plans. I have plans. You see, I'm going to tell you something. When God take you out from here, and He decide to plant you here, you will continue growing. You will continue growing. So viewers, tonight I'm celebrating with my staff 4 years on TV, you know. You know what? The good thing about it, the best part about it, is that I have not asked any individual, no friends, no family, no business partners, nobody to fund this program. To fund this program. Nobody. 4 years, I've been doing it by myself, and I will continue doing it by myself for the next 40 or 50 years. I'm expecting to live to 100. I'm expecting. You know, with the health and strength of God, I am expecting. So viewers, it's 4 years on Synergy Network. Solid as a rock. I started off on their platform. I have built 2 studios. You know, we grow from strength to strength. So we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have our program as normal tonight.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Sipera Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, 238-6716 is our phone line number to call in. Feel free to do so. The mother of former Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi does not believe her son reassignment to the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development is a demotion, but views it as an opportunity for him to serve in a different capacity. She stated that she is delighted and has no problem with it at all, and also think it is an excellent opportunity to serve. I love that. I love that. Al-Rawi has taken over from Kazim Hussein, who has been reassigned to the Agriculture Ministry. Press on. If there was any rift or rumble within the PNM, Sukaran stated that while you cannot please everyone, there is no disagreement against fires within the PNM from the top to the bottom. Sukaran also received or also served as a San Fernando West MP from 2002 to 2007 and as Minister of State in the Ministry of Trade and Industry. So viewers, there's the Attorney General and his mom. You know, like I said on our previous show, I do want to thank the Attorney General for heeding every effort that I made on every legislation and amendment and law that I asked for and I pushed for right here on Real Talk program. Every single amendment, legislation, laws, whatever it is that it was concerning the citizen and needed to pass to benefit our people, the Attorney General heard my plea. He heard it. He analyzed it. He sat down with his team. He did his work, and they were passed. There's about 9 or 10 different legislation, amendment, and laws that the Attorney General passed for Trinidad and Tobago that we pushed for right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. And I do want to wish him all the best in serving as the Minister of Rural Local Government and Rural Development. Hopefully the people of these rural areas will be able to see the minister. Hopefully he will go out now that he have a portfolio to see about other things other than just being in the AG's office. Fine, at least he will make some time to go out in constituency throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And you never know. You never know. Since we air our Wednesday night program where we deal with the issues of drain, road, bridges, maybe we could get in contact with him from time to time so that he will share his opinion on what his ministry is doing now that he's in the local government ministry for Trinidad and Tobago. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, my dear.
Congratulations on your 4 years.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Ali, 2 things. Number 1, I was in a maxi not too long ago, and I heard 2 ladies talking, and they were saying that schools, children are going home because they are ill. And they're not sure why, because they hear other people complaining, and they keep the schools keeping it quiet, and the ministry is keeping it quiet. They're not saying why they don't know if it's because of the vaccine, but children are going home ill. And another thing, do you know that Jamaica has take off masks completely?
What they did?
Jamaica has declared that all masks, people could stop wearing masks in the public and saying no more masks, they abolish the masks. Do you know that? Why it is that Trinidad still have to be wearing and suffocating and frustrating themselves?
So no mandatory mask wearing in Jamaica?
Yes, none. I think they said that today, and
but
I mean,
we would check it out just to make sure it is correct, and on Monday night when we have our program, we will announce it. Now that is a good thing. My dear, thank you so much for voicing your concerns. Former Government Minister Clarence Rambert have stated that he decided to resign as a senator months ago because he was unable to find a balance between his work and family life. Rambert stated that he agreed to be available to see through the transition of his agriculture ministry portfolio to Kazim Hussein and that of leader of government business in the Senate. He added that he will still leave the possibility open of returning to TNT Parliament one day. Rambarat stated that it has been a challenging path for his family and him since the closure of the borders, which meant that they went 19 months without seeing each other. He noted that was the only factor that led him to resign. So viewers, now there are many talks going around. I even have a footage of a lot of things he said that now he's saying one thing, but I am not going to challenge what he's saying, that family life and politics and border closure took a toll on him and his family life, having to separate due to COVID. I'm not going to question that, but there's a lot of things he mentioned about corruption with land issues in Trinidad and Tobago. And I will add in my 2 cents, but I sent him a message this evening concerning that interview. I didn't get any response as yet, but hopefully in the coming days, hopefully he will respond and we will have a live interview on some of these incidents concerning land corruption. So I'm going to keep that for next week and hear what he has to say, even though he exited from the ministry, because he did brought up issues of land corruption. And I am also going to talk to Kazim Hussein, since he is the new agriculture minister, concerning these matters that were raised with the former agriculture minister Clarence Rambarat, and how is the new minister of agriculture Kazim Hussein is going to move forward with these allegations. Caller, good night.
Very, very good evening to Mr. Saieed.
To you, my friend.
So while you're on the topic of Mr. Rambarat and the corruption that he brought to light.
Yes.
One thing he said, which is in the public domain, that I will tell you is totally, totally correct. You see, if you're going up to Toko and you take the Valencia route, if you're going to Toko, you decide to take the Sandy Grande route, you'll meet at a junction. From the Valencia side, you swing left. From the Toko side, from the Sandy Grande side, you go straight. But if you're coming from the Valencia side, at least a mile or 2 before you meet that junction, there is a trace called Tattoo Trace, T-A-T-W, Tattoo Trace. And I know about this more than 15 years now.
Okay.
A person with tongue and country told me this many, many years ago. And look, it come to light again. Members of the protective services, the defense force, and the police, I don't know if any Coast Guard men involved in this, but they had blocked out hundreds of acres of land and took for themselves.
Wow.
And I want the ministry, if they don't know where it is, Tattoo Trace in Valencia. Yes, T-A-T-W. That is where the people have occupied the lands illegally. And if Mr. Rowley and if the government want to straighten this nonsense out, investigate it, get tongue and country to corroborate, investigate it, and let the same soldiers and police evict the soldiers and police. All the best. Have a great evening.
Thank you, my friend. You see, there's many things he left. There is many things that he highlighted. And I want to get in touch with him concerning these issues. And we really want to talk to Kazim Hussein, since he's the new agriculture minister, on plans going forward to deal with issues. Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali have stated that his government is not going to ask citizens to pay a huge amount of property tax to break your back. The PM was questioned in an interview on whether the Ministry of Finance has reached the 50% threshold to commence the implementation of property tax, in which he responded by stating that the ministry needs 200,000 forms and it has been received. He added that properties now need to be valued, and then that tax could kick in at that stage. When the PM was told that property tax is another hit on taxpayers, he mentioned that the bottom line was what could be done to improve people's lives in their communities. Rowley noted that paying tax was not an attractive thing, but he is not asking citizens to pay a huge amount to break their backs. Let us not forget, Finance Minister Colin Imbud previously exempted himself from paying property tax. Listen to this.
Madam Speaker, we've also introduced a new measure, which was not included in the previous measure, which is the exemption from tax premiums and rents derived from the letting of a newly constructed multi-family dwelling unit. So we had commercial buildings before, car parks, and residential house sites. We're now including multi-family dwelling units. And there will also be an exemption from income tax, just like the current measures, gains or profits from the sale of such newly constructed multi-family dwellings. Again, the construction of the multi-family dwelling unit must have commenced on or after the coming into force of the Finance No. 2 Act 2016, but I will entertain suggestions on that. Similarly, as the measures for residential house sites and commercial buildings, it is proposed that this new incentive for multi-family dwelling buildings remain in effect until December 31st, 2025.
So my question, why December 31st, 2025? Because in 2025, we will hold the next general election. Why did he bring out this particular amendment, this exemption? Why? Why did he bring out this particular exemption? Is it because he owns a multi-story dwelling apartment building? Is it because of that? So here this Trinidad and Tobago, the man who took 20 years to build a house now have to pay tax on his house. While those who build multi-story dwelling apartment, you have to be a multi-millionaire to build a structure like that. So the millionaires in Trinidad and Tobago are being exempted. Exempted. Once you own a property like that, you are exempted. You are allowed to save that tax money. While the individuals who are the common citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, who take a loan and have to pay for their 2-bedroom house or 3-bedroom house for the next 60 years, they are the ones that have to pay tax. While the multi-story dwelling $1 million structure don't have to pay tax. Let me tell you something. That is one stink, dirty, nasty move. I am telling you that. The poor man always have to feel the pinch, while the rich man who owns multis of stories of dwellings, apartment, clocking hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, getting away from tax. And I must stand here and say, it is fair. That is what you expect me to say. You think that's a bacchanal? He also stated that he would benefit from this exemption until 2025. Listen to this.
So it's a long time from now, member for Caroni East. This is why I said I have benefited in the past, and I might benefit in the future.
Let me tell you something. This is pure stinkness. I am telling you that. It's pure nastiness. It is a dirty move. I don't care who own multi-story dwelling apartment and disagree with me, because at the end of the day, you are saving hundreds of thousands of dollars while the poor man who working on a 5,000 now have to take out extra money. He had to look for an extra week work or an extra 2 weeks work now to make that money. So the time he could have been home resting with his family, he have to go out and look for an extra additional job now to make up that money, to pay property tax now, while the rich people with multi-story dwelling apartment saving their money in their pocket. And you know what we gonna say? Everybody will jump out and say now, great is the PNM. Let me tell you something. All you know stink because all you're catching all your nanning. All you're catching all your nanning to buy food for all your family. But all you will praise Colin Members who digging out all your eye with tax. As a businessman, I am a businessman in Trinidad and Tobago, but I believe in fairness. That is what I believe in. I believe in fairness. I cannot be a PNM member and watching my finance minister exempt multi-millionaires while I, being a PNM member, and had to look for extra work now to pay taxes. That is what you call rock bottom dotishness. And I must stand here now and say, great is my leaders while they're digging out my eye. While them going in restaurant and eating a big steak, I had to go and shovel somebody's dog shit. I had to go and clean somebody's house. Huh? I had to go and dig somebody's drain. I had to look for an extra job now to pay that property tax. And I must bowl great as the PNM at the end of the day. Let me tell you something. If you want to continue saying great is the PNM while you have to look for extra work to pay your property tax, or the government coming to seize your property because you don't pay your property tax, who all the balling is great now? The same people all the balling great is them. Them is the same one will dig out your eye. So you can't see your wife, you can't see your daughter, you can't see your house, you can't see your land, you can't see nothing. You can't see nothing. You're blind while you're seeing. And then all I say, oh, side you're bashing PNM. I am bashing. I'm bringing reality to all you. And I learn how stupid we are as a human being. That is how stupid and dotish we are. A man come in your house, pick up your couch where you pay 10,000 for you and your wife. When you lie down, you're making little love on the couch, your wife on top, you're kissing, you're hugging up, you and the children and them on that couch. A man come in and take your couch and go on with it. And you know what you say? Great is the bandit. While you have to sit down on the ground with your family, he's sitting down in your couch. That's how blind we are in Trinidad and Tobago. That is how blind we are. Caller, good night.
Yeah, hello.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Yeah, Mr. Sai, good night. I take 10 years to build my house and I still win on it.
Look at that.
If them are paying for property tax, me paying none too.
I'm not paying none.
Yeah, I'm not paying none.
They go have to carry me to, watch me, caller, they go have to carry me to court. Take my telling you.
Let them pay first and then I go pay.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, there's lots more in store. When we come back, we're going to Dial Sing right after this.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chagonas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
So welcome back, viewers. Minister of Health Terence Yalsing have stated that his ministry does not investigate or prosecute persons involved in alleged fraudulent vaccination practice. He was responding to a question from opposition Senator Wade Mark. Now, Yalsing stated that as of March 15th, 7 incidents relating to COVID-19 vaccinations were being investigated by the police.
The Ministry of Health is working with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to determine the prevalence of fraudulent vaccination practices and to take appropriate action. As of March 15th, 2022, 7 matters are before the TTPS, of which 3 persons were charged for conspiracy to misbehave in public office. The 4 other matters are currently being investigated.
Now, my question, if there was a time frame within which charges could be laid against another person in relation to alleged COVID-19 vaccination fraudulent practice. However, the Yalsing stated that the time frame will be determined by how long the investigation takes by the TTPS, and added that the Ministry of Health is not a prosecutorial agency.
Very much, Madam President. I have never seen such a fishing expedition. Madam President, the time frame will be determined by how long the investigation takes by the TTPS. The Ministry of Health is not a prosecutorial agency. We don't investigate. We hand over those matters to the TTPS, and it will take as much time as the TTPS deems sufficient.
So, caller, good night.
Hi, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk, my friend.
I'm calling from Tunapuna.
Welcome.
I have a mouthful to say, friend. I'm craving your indulgence. Firstly, remember now, Prime Minister said that they will not be breaking people back with the taxes for the property tax. But you remember there were some houses built in Tobago where he and his daughter got $500,000 out of it. And now the Minister of Finance is saying that the family multi-story buildings and what else should be exempted from tax and what have you. Right? So you see, this is a conspiracy, as Rowdy said. The rich have to get richer. You understand?
Yeah, we are seeing that.
Right. Let me go on again, Saeed. Karan Shambarat, although he has left this country and he's going to Canada to live, I hope that he makes himself available. Should there be any investigation within the Ministry of Agriculture for land acquisition or what else, which could relate to him being involved in any thing, right? That's the next one. Again, I want to see definite proof that the Attorney General, there must be some precise and concise document stating that he has applied for citizenship of Trinidad and Tobago. And unless I don't see that, I will never accept his appointment and this thing. You understand?
I understand.
As of Trinidad and Tobago. And finally, Saeed, the Attorney General, former, Arawi, there were 2 issues. One with the boat issue with Paul Scope is concerned.
Yes.
And secondly, there was the issue with the car transfer.
Yes.
Where he sold the car, but the money wasn't, the check wasn't deposited to the bank and was spending. This is scandalous, this is corruption, white collar crime, and which he always talk about, arresting those and going after the money and those involved in white collar crime. Am I to believe now that the Prime Minister, and they have some follows, because he has been covering for the Prime Minister, and now that the Prime Minister, they have the tit for that thing. But I am saying that this thing ought to be investigated, and I don't know why it is that the licensing authority has not laid charges against the former Attorney General with respect to that transfer of the vehicle and telling people that, you know, he gave somebody instruction to transfer the vehicle. The law states that you, the individual, have to go together with the purchaser to do that transfer. So you see where the corruption is within the PNM? It is unfolding, and I hope that the police, and if it is McDonald Jacob singing for his supper, you know, he's singing for his supper because Rowdy them put he there for that purpose. Get rid of Gary Griffith because McDonald Jacob, there's so much issues to be investigated, and he has done nothing. And look at that issue.
Thank you, my friend. I understand what you're saying. So viewers, hear this. Responding to another question, the Singh added that all of the deaths from COVID-19 so far, 93.3% of those deaths occurred in individuals who were not vaccinated. Hear this.
The lack of specificity in this question does not lend itself to an informed response. However, of all the unfortunate deaths from COVID-19 so far, 93.3% of those deaths occurred in individuals who were not vaccinated.
So how do we know if the 93.3% of the people who died were not vaccinated? Is there proof? Does the Singh have proof of this? I mean, there must be a medical record stated that 1,000 persons died and 1,000 persons, out of 1,000 persons, 950 were unvaccinated. There have to be proof. So when I am asking you that now, hear what Mr. Mark asked. However, when Mark asked the Singh to provide data on matters, on that matter, presiding the president now, Christine Kangaloo, disallowed that question. Look at this.
Ask the minister whether he has data that he can share with this honorable Senate as it relates to that question of those citizens who would have perished as a result of COVID-19 and who did not suffer from any comorbidities. Do we have any data or statistics to verify this information?
As I indicated earlier, if the...
To disallow the question.
Sorry.
Because of the previous responses given.
All you hear that? You hear that? In the previous questions, the Singh was asked if they had proof of the 93.3% that died, individuals that died. The Singh said they were not vaccinated. They died from comorbidity. We want to know, and it's the same thing I have been telling you, Trinidad and Tobago. If you take the vaccine and you die, they will say comorbidities. And if you ain't take the vaccine and you died, they will say COVID kill you. I'm telling you. Now when Mark asked the Singh for proof now, Christine Kangaloo now, the president now jump up. Oh, I will not allow that question to be asked. Why? Trinidad and Tobago need proof of what our health minister is saying. So by making those statements now, the president, Christine Kangaloo, just blocked the Singh from answering a question that Trinidad and Tobago wants to know. So I wonder, how does she look? How does she look at herself now? Preventing health minister from answering a question that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago needs to know. So who's going to answer that question? Christine, who will answer that question? You? You answering that question? Because I want to know if the 93.3% of the individuals who died were not vaccinated. I want to know that. I want to know that. And I want to know how much individual died vaccinated. Because I could tell you of Kenny J. Advocating for individuals. Was it Kenny J? Who died? Was him who vaccinated and was advocating? Yes, advocated for vaccine. Or let's take the vaccine. I believed that his daughter came out and said he had no comorbidities. So how did he die? Did the vaccine kill him? I don't know. We just need answers. The daughter said he was not ill. So Christine, can you answer that question for Trinidad and Tobago? Or is it that are you allegedly blocking the health minister from answering that question? Let me tell you something, I'm not in nobody's pocket, you know. I'm not in nobody's pocket. And I am proud to say that. Trinidad and Tobago need answers. And when we have people blocking people from answering, where would we end up? We would end up in a dog hole. Sorry for making this statement, but that is where we're going, in a dog hole, in a kennel. Oh, let's take it easy. Oh, let's take it easy. Call a good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Saeed, you know, Dr. Hines and all these people, they constantly telling you that if you take care of your vaccine and you're not boosted, that means that you're not vaccinated, right?
But them talking a set of nonsense, yes?
They consider you're unvaccinated, so you have to ask yourself, with how much people out of the population now, they consider you're not unvaccinated from the people that didn't take no vaccine, Because let me tell you something, I know countless people that get COVID without taking any vaccine and they recover within 4 to 5 days, You know what I'm telling you? 4 to 5 days and they're back on their feet, no vaccine. Now, here it is. On the ground, we hear another rumor, I don't know if I should buzz that mark now, right? Here one, it is alleged, right, that a certain minister sell 200 acres of land valued $50 million, That one.
It is alleged.
It is alleged. And it is alleged that our next minister going on open a gun dealership in Port of Spain and find somebody else to run it. That is why they get rid of Gary. So Mr. McDonald Jacob could sign up all the FPL forms for that person. That is alleged too. So it's not really just to get rid of Gary. It's a big conspiracy. People do it just to make money. So everybody going into the government side to fix themselves and to fix their family. They don't care about nobody on the outside here. Yeah, I tell you, I hope you're not listening. They don't care about nobody outside here. Everybody has a fence for themselves. Anyways, I enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. I tell you, I have a footage. I have a footage of Rambarat saying some things having to do with doctors and lawyers and land and $5 million deal and 7 plots, and I have a footage. But I want to contact the former minister and hear what he have to say. I want to hear what he have to say. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Roshan Parashram has confirmed that COVID-19 is not yet endemic to TNT and stated that one major yardstick for this was its effect on the health system. Dr. Parashram stated that when it is no longer a major threat to the health service in Trinidad and Tobago, then only can persons feel comfortable that there would not be any spike.
I think when it is no longer a major threat to the health services of the country, we can begin to feel a bit of comfort that this thing is not going to spike on us all of a sudden and create an overwhelming situation in terms of the capacity of the healthcare system to cope with a surge, right? We're looking at a place where our health systems are not under threat, and we can retract that parallel system and consolidate it to a phase that we are comfortable managing the disease. And I think that's where we have to get to be in a position of comfort, that we know with some level of certainty, which is difficult to do right now. As Dr. Hines said, we on the outside of Delta. We were at the outside of Delta, and then Omicron came on top of Delta. And now we're seeing that down surge, hopefully meaning the tailing off of Omicron as well. So we're in a difficult position of uncertainty as it relates to what is going to happen next.
Now, viewers, wasn't it that just on a previous show, Avery Hines said we had a spike? I played the video for you all. Meanwhile, epidemiologist Dr. Avery Hines reminded the endemicity did not mean that the disease could be ignored.
Endemicity means that we now understand the pattern that this particular virus follows. And as the CMO said, we're in a place where its changes don't necessarily overwhelm the healthcare system. But an endemic disease is still one that you have to prepare your healthcare system for, using the information on patterns to know when to expect more, when to address more resources or allocate more resources to predictable surges, and also knowing how to mitigate those by utilizing preventive measures such as the vaccines. So endemic doesn't mean, okay, now we ignore it. Endemic means we know what to do with it, and we know how to prevent it from overwhelming our healthcare systems.
So Trinidad and Tobago, hear this. Dr. Hines stated that endemicity means knowing when to allocate more resources to predictable surge and also knowing how to mitigate. Endemicity. That is what he said. Just imagine that. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we have about 7 minutes left before we close off our program.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325, or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
So remember, viewers, I, Saeed, am encouraging you. I am encouraging you. When you want to see growth on money that you have worked for and put aside, and you expect to see growth, you expect to see some sort of percentage growth on your money that you have worked hard for, put down in a financial institution. Let me tell you something. If you are not getting 3.5% on any fixed deposit system that you have in any financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago, contact me. 238-6716, 339-1670, 267-7325, or 242-7690. We have a billboard with all those numbers. Just put it up there for me. Viewers, when you want to get 3.5% on a fixed deposit system for 3 years, let me tell you something. If you have 100,000 or over or less, but I will use 100,000 bracket as a round figure. So you could divide it up with your less amount and understand what you're getting. You drop that. So I want you to understand this. If you have $100,000 put down in a financial institution, and you're getting 0.25% and 0.5% and 0.1%, is that growth to you after having it for 5 years? No, that is not growth. Growth is when you have $100,000 at Real Talk Group of Companies on an investment for 3 years, and is when you're getting 3.5% per year. So per year on 100,000 at 3.5% is 3,500. Where are you getting that? Where are you getting that? So imagine now on a 3 years on 100,000. That is 3,500, 3,500, 3,500. That is 10,500 interest for 3 years on 100,000. If you're not getting that at any financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago, contact those numbers that you are seeing on screen, set up an appointment, and come into our branches. Come into our branches. So viewers, this is what I want you to do. Contact those numbers and you can get me on 339-1670. That is my cell number. Remember, I do not answer to Saieed, we want a loan on WhatsApp. Saieed, I want to open my fixed deposit system on WhatsApp. No. Let's keep it professional. If you want to WhatsApp me, you can WhatsApp me on 267-7325. I want you to write down that number. My WhatsApp number is 267-7325. You can WhatsApp me on that. Don't WhatsApp me to ask me, Saieed, I want a loan. Saieed, I want to set up an account. No, there are numbers to call to do that. There are numbers to call to do that. Set up an appointment, come into our office. That is where you're getting real growth with real money. That is why our ad says we are helping real people make real money. So just one more video that I want to run, viewers, before we end our program tonight. Remember, call those numbers on screen. Look at that. 238-6716, 339-1670, 242-7690, or 267-7325. Set up an appointment. Come down to our office. We are located at number 14 Carolina Savannah Road in Shogunas. We have a 3-story brown building with a glass front. You can't miss it. And we are located in number 132 Victoria Village in San Fernando. So here it is. Before we close off tonight, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Roshan Parasham stated that the preparations for COVID-19 antibody studies announced by Health Minister Terence Dayal Singh are continuing well. Dr. Parasham stated that the 2 main teams were established and there was a meeting at UE last week and they are about to finalize both teams.
We have established 2 teams, two main teams, one at the Ministry of Health. So as the Minister would have said, we are leading from the Ministry of Health. We would have had a meeting with the University of the West Indies just about last week. They are about to finalize both teams. We have a document in process going towards ethical approval, but by both the Ministry of Health and the UE ethics committees. And of course, we're in the process of doing a costing, which is being presented by UE to the Ministry so that we can get the necessary consumables to go forward. So we are moving forward on it. Don't have any fixed timeline as yet for the start, but as soon as we do, we'll let you know.
Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Ali, they are claiming there is a spike again. So how come they are saying broke protocol and was talking if there was a spike?
Thank you very much, my darling. So viewers, we have about 1 minute in our program tonight. Tonight we are celebrating 4 years. Real Talk with Saieed Ali is celebrating 4 years on Synergy Network. Me and my team, we are having a little eat and cook tonight. Well, cook and eat. You know, no drinking of alcohol. You know, I don't go down that road. But nevertheless, viewers, I do want to thank you so much for making us the 3rd best news forecast in Trinidad and Tobago. Continue spreading our name. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We are the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. When I spoke to the general manager for Synergy today, we currently hold the 3rd position still. You know, we are out of time for tonight, viewers. Rerun of this program is at Monday from 11:30 to 12:30 a.m. That's Monday the 18, 19, 20, 21st of March. So until we meet again, Allah kubala iza inta ma'ila anta. May God give you the health and strength to make a wise financial decision. Good night.